dear students, and welcome to my online lecture series of the English subject. Dear students, today in this video we are going to talk about transitive and intransitive verbs. Dear students, parts of speech is one of the most important grammar topics in English, and out of those important 8 parts of speech, verb is one of them, which plays a very important role in the formation of the sentence. So today we are going to understand the meaning of the part of speech that is verb and its subtype, that is transitive and intransitive verbs. So verbs are divided into 2 types. The first type is transitive verb and the second type is intransitive verb. So what is transitive and intransitive verb? Before studying this, we need to understand what is a verb. So dear students, here on the screen you can see the definition of a verb. So a verb is a word that denotes an action. I repeat the definition once again. A verb is a word that denotes an action. So all in all, an action word is called as a verb. Now let us see the explanation of the definition by the given examples. The first example is the girls sing a song. So in the first sentence, sing is an action, what the girls are doing. The second sentence, the cow eats. So the action of eating is done by the cow. The third sentence is Rajesh works hard. So how does Rajesh work? Rajesh works hard. So work is an action. The fourth example is she speaks good English. So speaking is an action. So all in all, from this slide we have understood that an action word is called as a verb. Now let us see what is a transitive and an intransitive verb. So the first one is transitive verbs. So transitive verbs are the verbs that needs an object. So the definition in a simple language is transitive verb requires an object to complete its sense, its meaning. So a sentence which is incomplete without an object is called as a transitive verb. So in these given sentences, if you see, if you don't have an object in the sentences, these sentences will be meaningless. So let us see the first example. The first example is the writer wrote a book. So for a few seconds, if I hide this word, that is an object, a book, you will not get the clear meaning of the sentence. So let me read out the first part of the sentence. The writer wrote. So you will have a doubt. What did the writer write? लेखक ने क्या लिखा हमें पता नहीं. इसीलिए सेंटेंस का मतलब पूरा जानना हो तो हमें इस सेंटेंस में ऑब्जेक्ट की जरूरत होगी. इसीलिए ऐसे वाक्यों को बोलते हैं, ऐसे सेंटेंसेस को बोलते हैं ट्रांजिटिव वर्ब्स. Now let us see the second sentence. He made a beautiful piece of art. So if you see the second sentence, you will find out a beautiful piece of art is a very necessary object required in the second sentence. So he made, ये हुआ इस sentence का पहला part, और a beautiful piece of art ये हुआ उस sentence का second part, जिसे हम इस वाक्य का object कहते हैं. मान लीजिए हमने अगर इस ऑब्जेक्ट को हाइड कर दिया तो जो पहला सेंटेंस है, पहला पार्ट है, वो है he made, उसने बनाया. लेकिन क्या बनाया इसके बारे में हमें कुछ भी जानकारी नहीं है. We have no idea about what that man has made. So he made a beautiful piece of art. Now the third sentence is she ate a mango. So in the third sentence, a mango plays a role of an object. Fourth one, Rahul plays cricket. So in the fourth sentence, cricket is an object. if I hide this word cricket for a time, you will find that Rahul plays. This part gives no clear meaning about the action done by Rahul. Rahul क्या कर रहा है, क्या खेल रहा है, इसके बारे में हमें ठीक से जानकारी इस वाक्य से नहीं मिलती, इसलिए इस सेंटेंस में ऑब्जेक्ट का होना बहुत जरूरी है। सिमिलरली इन द फिफ्थ सेंटेंस ऑल्सो, द गर्ल ओपन्ड द गेट। सो if I hide the gate, the word, the object, the gate for some time, you will be doubtful that what did the girl open? So the girl opened the gate. So by adding the object, the gate, the sentence gets a proper meaning. Now let us see the sixth example. Prabhakar killed an ant. So an ant plays the important part as an object. So dear students, we have understood that transitive verbs are the verbs which require an object to complete its meaning, to complete its sense, and they are called as transitive verbs. Now let us see, in transitive verbs, the action denoted by the verb passes over from the subject to object. So transitive verb में क्या होता है? The action denoted by the verb, action जो एक verb ने denote की है, बताई है, वो कहां से कहां पास होती है? It passes over from the subject to the object. Let us see the examples now. So the examples are, the baby was crying. तो baby क्या कर रहा था? The baby was crying. तो ये action जो है ये subject से पास होती है object की तरफ. I work for a large firm in Paris. So in the second sentence, I work. So we understand that the action which is done by the first person, that is I, he is working, but the action passes from the subject to the object. Similarly in the third sentence, they laughed. So they laughed. How did they laugh? Uncontrollably. So the action passes from the subject towards the object. So similarly in the fourth sentence, we talked. So we talked about or for hours. So in this sentence also ये action जो है वो pass होती है subject से object की तरफ, इसलिए इस प्रकार के sentences को transitive verbs कहा जाता है. Now let us understand what is an intransitive verb. So in short, let me tell you, intransitive verbs do not need an object to complete its meaning. Do not need an object to complete its meaning. Intransitive verbs को अपने वाक्य का meaning complete करने के लिए object की जरूरत नहीं होती, वो object के सिवा भी अपना meaning पा सकते हैं. Let us see the definition of intransitive verbs now. So dear students, an intransitive verbs does not require an object to complete its sense, to complete its meaning, but makes a complete sense by itself, is called as an intransitive verb. So dear students, जो वाक्य ऑब्जेक्ट के सिवा खुद का एक मीनिंग बना सकता है उसे हम intransitive verb कह सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, द बेबी स्लिप्स. इतना भाग जो है वाक्य में का वो हमें कंप्लीट मीनिंग दे सकता है कि द बेबी स्लिप्स, बच्चा सोता है. वो कहाँ सोता है, कब सोता है, दैट इज द अदर पार्ट ऑफ द सेंटेंस. बट बाय द फर्स्ट फेज, इस वाक्य का ये जो पहला भाग है यही हमें काफी हो जाएगा अगर हमें वाक्य का मीनिंग समझना हो तो. Similarly, the second sentence is the bell rang. So in this sentence also there is no need of an object to complete a clear meaning. So the bell rang is a part which gives us a clear cut meaning of the sentence. इस वाक्य से हमें clear cut meaning प्राप्त हो रहा है कि the bell rang, बेल बज गई है. Similarly, the third sentence is birds fly. So in this sentence, fly is an intransitive verb which requires no object to complete its meaning. इस वाक्य में fly एक ऐसा वर्ब है जो ऑब्जेक्ट की मदद नहीं लेता अपने वाक्य का मीनिंग कंप्लीट करने के लिए। ऐसे वर्ब्स को हम क्या कहेंगे? ऐसे वर्ब्स को हम कहेंगे intransitive verbs. The third sentence is birds fly. So in this sentence, fly is an intransitive verb. Similarly, in the fourth sentence, we dreamt of many things together. So in this sentence, dreamt is an intransitive verb. In the fifth sentence, if you see, the sentence is we walked a lot together. So this verb walked is sufficient. It does not require any object to complete its meaning. So this verb is called as an intransitive verb. Similarly, in the sixth sentence also, we stayed in Atlanta for many years. So we stayed. This much part is sufficient for a sentence to give a meaning. So stayed is an intransitive verb. Dear students, in intransitive verb, the action denoted by the verb does not pass over from the subject to object. It stops with the subject itself. So that we have seen in the previous transitive verb that the action passes from subject to object. But in the intransitive verb, the action does not passes from the subject to object. It stops at the verb itself. Let us see the example of this now. Priya always sings in the bath or in the bathroom, you can say. So Priya always sings. This much part is sufficient to give the complete meaning of the sentence. So sings is in an intransitive verb. It does not require the remaining part, the remaining object part to complete its sense. The second sentence is the bell rang. So this much part is having a complete meaning, a complete sense. So the bell rang loudly. Loudly becomes the object, which is an unnecessary part in this sentence. So the bell rang in this sentence, rang is an intransitive verb. Similarly, in the third sentence, the trees were moving in the breeze. So in this sentence, moving is an intransitive verb. In the fourth sentence, the museum opens at 10 a.m. Opens is an intransitive verb. Now, dear students, some verbs are used both as transitive and intransitive verbs. Let us see the examples of this. Now, in the first section we have transitive verbs, and in the second part we have intransitive verbs. So the first example of transitive verb is the peon rang the bell. So the word the bell is an object in this sentence which is very necessary to complete the meaning of the sentence. The peon rang the bell. Similarly, in the second sentence, Radha runs a hotel. In this, a hotel is an object which is very necessary to complete the meaning of the sentence. Radha runs a hotel. In the third sentence, the sea storm sank the ship. So, the object, the ship, is very important to complete the meaning of this sentence. The sea storm sank the ship. Similarly, in the fourth sentence, the soldier fought the enemy. The man felt a pain. Rima flies kites. Rahul spoke the truth. So all in all these 7 sentences, we require an object to complete the meaning of the sentence, and so it is called as an transitive verb. Now let us see the example of intransitive verbs. So in the intransitive verb, the first example is the bell rang loudly. So the first part, the bell rang. In this sentence, in the first part, you will understand that the verb rang does not require the object. So this part is called as an intransitive verb. Rang becomes the intransitive verb. The bullock runs fast. So in the second sentence, runs becomes the intransitive verb because it does not require any object to complete its meaning. In the third sentence, the ship sank slowly. The ship sank slowly. In this sentence, sank is an intransitive verb. In the fourth sentence, the soldiers fought bravely. So fought becomes an intransitive verb because it does not require any object to complete its meaning. I work for a large firm in Paris. In this sentence, work gives the complete sense, so it is an intransitive verb. Similarly, the sixth one, the bird fly in the sky. So fly is an intransitive. We walked for an hours. We talked for hours. In this, talked is an intransitive verb. So all in all, dear students, in this video we have understood that what is the difference between a transitive and an intransitive verb. A transitive verb requires object to complete its meaning, and an intransitive verb does not require an object to complete its meaning. So now decide whether the verbs in the bold are transitives or intransitive. So this is an example or an exercise for you, dear students. You have to identify whether the given sentences or whether the verbs given in the given sentences are transitive or intransitive. So the first sentence is, she was crying all day long. Please identify whether it is transitive or intransitive. The second sentence is, we showed her the photo album. Guess, is it transitive or intransitive? The third one is, the doctor advised me to exercise regularly. The fourth is, it was raining at that time. Come on, tell, which type of verb is it? Transitive or intransitive? The fifth one, she laughed at the joke. Is it transitive or intransitive? So dear students, you have to give the answers quickly. Similarly, the next exercise is, she gave a cookie to the child. So a cookie to the child, is it the remaining part of the sentence having a clear-cut meaning? Which type of verb is it? Gave. Is it transitive or intransitive? Then the seventh one we have, she slept in the street. The eighth example is, I ate the cherries. The ninth example is, my father doesn't drink coffee. And the 10th example is, he always keeps his money in his wallet. So dear students, after reading these examples, you have to guess whether the given verb in the sentence is transitive or intransitive. So dear students, I hope you have understood the explanation given by me on the topic, that is transitive and intransitive verb. Hope you like my videos. Do subscribe my YouTube channel, that is My English Teacher. Thank you.